promotes health, wellness, and lifestyle magazine. On the dais, we have Mr. Nari Hira, Chairman Magna Publishing Company Limited, and Ms. Vinodini Krishna Kumar, Editor, Health and Nutrition. Please also give a huge round of applause to Mr. Tusshar Kapoor, one of the most versatile actors in Bollywood and a doting dad, who's on the cover of this month's Health and Nutrition. Can we please have a round of applause? Tushar began his career in Bollywood 15 years ago and found his niche in comedy. He's in fact called the king of adult comedies in India. Over the years, he's transformed from being a lean guy to a super hunk, and currently he's most thrilled about his new role of that of a cool dad. Tushar, I'd like to ask you a few questions before we open the floor
Sure.
to the media. First of all, we've been seeing pictures of your son Laksh all over the media, and he's a paparazzi favorite. So, how would you describe this phase of parenthood in your life right now?
Like I was saying earlier also in an interview upstairs that this is the best phase of my life. It feels like my life has been fulfilled because I think I became a dad at the right time when I was ready for it, and I took that step only when I was sure of myself and what I was getting into. And he has really completed my life. He's a total joy to be around, and I'm enjoying every milestone of his because it feels like as if I'm reliving my own childhood all over again. And it doesn't feel like it's too much responsibility because I'm enjoying myself. Of course, it's a lot of work. It's very time consuming, but I wouldn't call it hard work because I'm really enjoying every minute that I spend with him, and I don't like to miss even a moment, whether whether he's at home or at the park or whether he's at these play areas. Of course, I opted for single parenthood, so that created a huge um, media boom almost because it was one of the first few of its kind. So that kind of has brought in a lot of spotlight to him, but it's okay. I think it's fine because I'm giving him a normal upbringing, and he is going to learn and he's going to know as he grows up that this is not who he is. Just because he's getting photographed and he's a little bit in the limelight already, that's not who he is. He has to make his life and he has to become someone on his own. So that upbringing I will instill in him. Nevertheless, the paparazzi are part of my fraternity. They are friends, so it's a normal thing. I have to face it. So he's going to know that he'll have to face that too, and he's not going to be too struck or too um, um, he's not going to it's not going to be like a shock to him when he grows up. The more used to he gets to it from now on only, it'll be more and more normal for him as in when he grows up into teenagehood and adulthood. So I don't think that's something that I should really worry about as long as I give him the right upbringing.
That's really nice. So Tushar, you're looking very fit on the cover. So when did the fitness bug first bite you?
I always, as I grew up, dad always instilled in me this idea of always being fit. Though I was not a very fit child, I was a very plump child. And then, as I went into college and then went to the US to study further, I became more and more conscious about it. But it was only when I actually got into films that I really took it up seriously and worked out more regularly. But then again, I think the last 3-4 years when I've gotten into functional training is when I've really, really lost weight, and I can consider myself to be fit now because that has really kind of changed my metabolism. It's given me a lean look, and even if I binge or if I cheat at times, it doesn't really change my body structure because now the metabolic rate and my structure itself is kind of gotten much more fit. So it doesn't really slack at any point. So thanks to functional training, and I have a very, very good nutritionist, who guides me with my diet. So I don't starve myself. I eat a lot, but I eat the right things at the right time, and it keeps me happy and it keeps me satisfied rather than staying away from everything and just like binging one full day and getting everything back. That's not my mantra. My mantra is to live a healthy life and eat a lot of meals, but smaller meals and more often.
Thank you, Tushar.
My pleasure.
Now I open the floor to the media for questions.
Tushar, considering you as the first celebrity single dad,
Uh, there weren't any challenges, uh, in the sense that when I went to Dr. Firuza Parekh and expressed my desire to be a single father through the process of surrogacy, IVF and surrogacy, we were within the law. So she said it is legal. It is a lot of people have done it. A lot of single women have done it mostly. So it was within the law. So I didn't really have any challenges to face as far as that is concerned. But obviously my own inner nervousness was there because I was taking a step as a single dad that hadn't been done too often before, especially in the world of entertainment. So I was a little apprehensive that what will the reactions be? Will there be too many questions? Will there be too much brouhaha about it? So that anxiety was there, but I was clear in my mind that this is what I wanted to do. So I took up that challenge, and I'm glad I took it up because I'm a happier person today.
Tushar sir, you recently had a very big hit in Golmaal,
G.
which is almost crossing 300 crores plus.
200 crores, it's
200
close, yeah.
So, has it given any flip to your career? I mean, will we see more of you on the screen in future?
Definitely, a hit film is always beneficial to every actor, and it has gotten me even more recognition than before, especially with the audiences and the families who love watching films like Golmaal, and it's the highest, most viewed film on satellite ever. So that also adds, because there are now more people watching the film on satellite, on the digital medium also. More offers have come, more scripts come my way now, but I have to be more selective and not make a mistake that will probably erode into what Golmaal has given me.
The character of the dumb boy, how did you prepare for that? Did you learn any sign language?
Yeah, I did a workshop in 2005 before I started the first part of the franchise of the series, and um there was a theatre actor. There is a theatre actor. His name is Vikas Kadam, and he was asked to come and train me. So we did a workshop for around 15-20 days, wherein I kind of learned what this character would require to be doing, on screen, to make him more interesting rather than just do sign language, which was done by then. A lot of films had mute characters using sign language to convey, but we wanted to go different. We wanted to really have his body language be a certain way, his facial expressions, and then he could probably make sounds also because he can hear, because he's not somebody who's deaf and mute. He's just mute, so he can hear sounds. He knows what sounds are like, so he makes his own sounds. So all these three things put together, the sounds, the body language, the facial expression, should be such that people can understand what he's trying to say, but at the same time, he's mute, so it's not clear. So that balance we had to create, wherein this character appears endearing, funny, and naughty at the same time. And Vikas helped me a lot. So after the workshop only, we went on the shooting floor, and he used to be there. And it was like there were two directors. One was Rohit, and the other one was his assistant Vikas, who was kind of directing me at the same time. So it was hard, it was tough, but I think the second part was a little easier. The third part, they challenged me with an emotional scene. So Rohit wanted to change the whole graph of this character, and he gave me a very tough emotional scene. And then in the fourth part, there was a scene wherein he gets possessed and he has to start talking. So every Golmaal film, there's been something new with regards to this character that makes it more fresher and keeps it novel.
Recently, there has been a controversy about Saroj Khan, who commented on the goings on in the industry. So, what are your views on that?
It's a very tough question because everybody has a different perception when they see someone talking. So a lot of people took it in a negative light, but honestly, my opinion is that I don't think she meant it the way it was perceived. She was just trying to be fair on the film industry, wherein she tried to say that you can't really single out the film industry as one wherein such incidents take place, and even if they do, they probably happen on the fringes of the industry with people who claim to be part of the film industry, but they're not really part of the film industry. So maybe she was just trying to say that. She was not trying to kind of, in my opinion, everybody has their own opinion. In my opinion, I don't think she was trying to justify the casting couch. I thought she was just trying to say कि आप film industry की बात मत करो, ये सब जगह होता है. that is what I saw it to be.
What do you think Laksh would be after he grows up? An actor, TV actor, like a film star?
I really have no clue. Right now he enjoys.
Some characteristics.
ఈ వీడియో గనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే
లైక్ చేయండి,
షేర్ చేయండి
అండ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి.